there, how are you? It's Jess or Jessie. Welcome to my channel. Let me put this down. This is hot ginger lemon tea, and it is soothing the throat like it's perfection. So yes, it's another week, and I hope you guys are staying safe, staying at home, and taking care of your health, of yourselves. You know, being indoors means you have an opportunity to do so much: growing, exercising, growing your talent, everything. So last time, remember I talked about the 7 things I was doing and the 7 things I wasn't doing that I assumed I would be doing. That sounded like a rap. Yo, kahizo, kashizo. Yes. Anyway, so training. Remember I talked about training? I am training with the Adidas training app. It's really nice, except it gets harder as you go. So this one time I exercised, and then I put, after the exercise it asks you, how was it? Was it easy, moderate, or hard? So I put, it was easy because they're just giving me these lunges to do and some squats. So the next day they gave me sijui push-ups. My arms are hurting like crazy. But yes, so I have become very constant with my exercises. 100. Remember I talked about sleeping? I use the Calm app. You can get it on your Android. It helps with that, nice soft music that can just take you away, so that you can just fall asleep like a baby. So yeah, I think that's just a carry forward from where we left off last time. Now today, at least based on the title, we are talking about movies. I love storytelling. I'd call myself a good storyteller, but I'll let you be the judge, I think. Be nice. But so there's a bunch of movies that we've watched, and I did this on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, on my stories, there's a time I just did a review of a bunch of movies that I found were amazing. And that's what we're going to do today, because being indoors means, as much as you're going to take time to work on yourself, to meditate, to pray, to learn how to cook different things, you also want some entertainment. And I'm here to just give you that list that will help you be updated with a couple of movies last year, but one this year, kind of a thing. But yeah, I'm not gonna put a very long list, but I hope what I have is helpful. And if you want to shoot any movies my way, let's do it. Movie number 1 is Contagion. Now, I would say it's a must watch, but I think people have already been watching it a lot because it seemed as though there was a perception that it's a prediction of what is currently happening right now. But in real sense, the key influence and inspiration behind the whole making of Contagion was based off the 2009 H1N1 pandemic. I'd say the only thing is that what we're currently facing is more contagious, but what was there then, or what is covered in Contagion, was just a whole other space, but very, very similar. So it's a must watch, because if you wanted a depiction of what is coming in the horizon, or a glimpse, that's the movie to watch. So movie number 1, Contagion. Number 2, it's not a movie, it's a mini series, goes by the name of Chernobyl. Chernobyl. However you want to pronounce it. If anything, it's a must watch because it's based on true events. So it's a true story based on the happenings that took place on one of the world's, I would say, worst nuclear disasters that ever happened in history. And it almost resonates to what we are going through, because there was a whole thing around going on lockdowns and people being evacuated from certain areas, and it became, a worldwide problem, especially for those states that were affected. Now, the reason why it's a must watch is because the way the story is told, you think you know, but you do not know, because many things are in the dark that come about into the light as to the reasons why the nuclear disaster happened in the first place. So I don't want to give you a spoiler. Was it caused by? All right, now who knows? You have to watch it. Now, the mini-series got so many nominations, and it won numerous awards. And I would also say the acting was just impeccable. The way these guys just delivered. Mwah. So yes, must watch. Movie number 3. Moving from Trumpland, which is on the west, to the east, which is South Korea. Now, the reason why I say this is because the president of the US made a comment, or just joked about how it is that the movie actually collected 4 Oscars at the Academy, but that's how huge the movie is. It's Parasite, you guys. Parasite is a must-watch. If anything, the director said that it's based off his true life story or true events when he was in college. So that means it's not just a story, it has some truth, and you know how that goes. It's real and raw. Now, I have to prepare you that it's not in English, but it does have subtitles, which I don't think they mess up with your watching. It's easy to just coordinate your eyesight while enjoying the movie itself. So yes, Parasite, number 3, must watch. Number 4, ne, quatre. I wish I knew another language and I'd just top it up there. But yeah, it's Uncut Gems. Now, this movie is a must watch because of 2 things, but I'll get to that in a few. One thing that really stood out is because if you've watched any of Adam Sandler's movies, they're normally very cheesy and stupid, like just, you know, they'll make you laugh, right? But in this movie, he really immerses himself into the character, and the way he just brings it out, it's phenomenal, really. He did a very, very good job. So, on to the reasons why this film is a must-watch. 2, why it becomes so special, right? Number 1, it's his performance. If anything, we would say it's the best of Adam Sandler's performance in like his whole career. Just the delivery on point. And then number 2, many people say that when they watch this movie, it's like having an anxiety attack all through. Not one of those movies where the ending just takes you and you're like, oh my God, what happened? This is one of those movies like, what? The whole time, anxiety attack. So 2 reasons why you must watch Uncut Gems. That's movie number 5, Tano Sank, is Dolemite Is My Name, and whatever motherfucker what is the game? Don't repeat that. PG. So this movie is what we would call Eddie Murphy's comeback into the scene, because I can't really think of many movies that were such a success after a couple of years now. And something that makes the movie worth watching is the fact that it is based off true events about what Rudy Ray Moore experienced in 1975 when he was shooting the movie Dolemite, and then Eddie Murphy is now capturing the true events of what he went through, of what Rudy Ray Moore went through when he was, working on the movie that later on became a success. The reasons why it's also a must watch, some of the other reasons, is because you see what the dedication and the belief in his dream, this is on the part of Rudy Ray Moore, and how hard work and believing in your dreams can actually enable you to attain them, because it took long for him, but at the end of the day, he still made it. So yes, Dolemite Is My Name, must watch. So I'm almost done with my top 7 list. For me, number is 7. That's my favorite number. So number 6, before we go into the last one, is Knives Out. Now, I don't think I'm gonna delve much into it, but the only thing I'd say is that if you are into investigative type of movies, those revolving around mystery, mysterious, and cat and mouse type of chase and stuff like that, then Knives Out is the movie for you. I tell you, it's a long movie, but the story itself is very captivating. It just takes your mind into this space, right? So yeah, I'd say it's also a must watch. The mystery surrounding the movie is quite dope. Yeah, we had saved the very best for last, because this movie, other than being based off true events, and that's what exactly this movie does. So yes, number 7, story of Harriet Tubman. Beautiful story, beautiful woman, must watch. Now, closing, there's also a bunch of other series that I've been watching on Netflix, which I can just mention as a by the way in case you're interested. For example, we have Ozark. What's cool about this movie is that it has a bit of similarities to Breaking Bad. So if you have watched Breaking Bad, then this is a kind of series that you're also going to enjoy watching. I'm also in the middle of watching Dead to Me. I am also in the middle of watching She Gotta Have It. I also watched Self-Made, which is also a true story from Madam C.J. Walker, which I think was also very well told. So that's what I'd call the full scope of movies that I've enjoyed watching, with a bit of summary. I did not give you any spoilers, so don't blame me. You have to go watch it yourself and be your own critique. But so far, I think I gave you a pretty neat list. So shoot some ideas my way too. I would love to keep, binge watching when I am free, right? So yes, remember, stay safe, stay at home, clean your hands anytime you leave the house for any reason, any valid reason. Sanitize yourself, your locks and everything, and just take care of yourself. Love and light. Mwah. I love you guys. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and the whole lot. See you next time, guys. It's been Jess. Mwah. Bye.